Okay, now let's continue with the discussions of statutory rights of hirer. What it means by statutory rights? Statutory rights is the rights given to hirer under statute, means under Hire Purchase Act 1967. So when you sign a hire purchase agreements, then automatically you have these rights. Okay, the statutory rights of hirer is stated under Section 9 to Section 15 of the Hire Purchase Act. The first rights given to hirer is Section 9, a right to copy of statement relating to his financial positions. Okay, this is means by when the hirer already made installment, okay, paid his installment, so he may request for a copy of statement showing the information on payment. For example, okay, he wants to know the amount paid to the owner by or on behalf of the hirer, the amount which has become due under the agreements, the amount which is to become payable under the agreement, the amount derived from interest on overdue installments. Okay, it means that overall lah the financial statement. Okay, berapa jumlah installment yang you dah bayar, yang you belum bayar. Okay, and so on. And the owner is required to comply within 14 days after the receipt of the request. So only 14 days given to the owner to comply with the request. So fail to follow the request, then render the agreement unenforceable by the owner against the hirer or exercise any rights to recover the goods from the hirer. Unenforceable doesn't mean that the hire purchase agreement will be declared as void. Agreement tak akan void, it's still valid, but court will reduce the rights of the owner in hire purchase agreement. For example, kalau ada default of payment by hirer later, then owner cannot claim cost of repossession, for example. If he fails to comply and continues for a period of 1 month, the owner is guilty of an offence and the owner is liable to a fine not exceeding 1,000 ringgit. However, this requirement is not to be observed by the owner if he has sent the hirer a similar statement within a period of 3 months immediately preceding the receipt of request. So it will be okay if you want to request for a copy of your financial statement for, let's say 2 years in time, okay, sekali setahun pun boleh, okay, ataupun 2 tahun sekali, okay, janganlah setiap 3 bulan you request. Okay, Section 10, right to appropriations of payment. This is where hirer has more than one hire purchase agreement with the owner, so payment is insufficient to discharge the total amount due. So if there is no such instructions, payment is to be appropriated towards satisfaction of the payment due in the order in which the agreements were entered into. Okay, for example, let's say ada 2 hire purchase agreements with the same owner. Let's say the first agreement is hire purchase agreements for a TV and second is for washing machine. Okay, so hirer akan settlekan payment yang due dahulu. Okay, due in the order in which the agreements were entered into. Okay, dia tak perlu nak settle sekaligus. Okay, Section 11, right to apply for an order for goods to be removed. So whether hirer can remove the goods from the address that he registered in the hire purchase agreements? Okay, the answer is no, because removing the goods amounts to breach of agreements and the owner is entitled to repossess. However, there is an exception. By virtue of Section 11, hirer can remove the goods to other place provided that the hirer gets an order from the magistrate. Okay, but it depends on the jurisdictions. Okay, the locality. Okay, katalah, okay, you registered your car in Seremban and then you nak remove to KL. So tak perlulah you nak apply from magistrate. Okay, let's say you nak move to Sabah, so you nak bawa kereta you, so you have to apply from the magistrate. Okay, based on Section 12, right to assign. Right to assign means that The hirer may transfer his rights to a third party if the owner consents to such assignment. But the owner cannot demand payment or other consideration in exchange of his consent. Under Section 12, Subsection 2, it will make this as unreasonably withheld consent as unlawful. This is where, okay, let's say after 2 years, okay, after 2 years of the hire purchase agreement, hirer thinks that he cannot afford to proceed with the installment. So, dia nak suggest his friend to continue with the hire purchase agreement. So, the hirer has this right under Section 12 because he can assign the rights, okay, to make payment installment to the third party, but first he must get consent from the owner, okay. Okay, based on Section 13, rights by operation of law means that automatically the rights given under statute, in the event of the hirer's death or bankruptcy, his right, title and interest pass to the personal representative of the hirer. So, siapa yang akan continue pay the installment? The personal representative. If the hirer is the company, in case of wind up, rights, title and interest pass to liquidator. So in both cases, the personal representative or the liquidator will be bound and have to comply with the terms of the hire purchase agreement. So need to settle the hire purchase agreement. Okay, and then section 14, right to early completion of agreements. So let's say you nak habiskan, you nak clearkan all the installments. So hirer may choose to complete the agreements earlier than has been agreed by giving notice. So hirer must give notice in writing to the owner and on or before specified date pay to the owner balance due under the agreement. And last but not least is section 15, rights to terminate the agreements. Okay, hirer may terminate the agreements based on section 15 subsection 1 by returning the goods to the owner. So dia boleh terminate, dia boleh cancel the agreements. Okay, goods must be returned during ordinary business hours at the place which the owner ordinarily carries on business, other place as agreed or other place agreed by both parties. However, you must take note of these two provisions. Under section 15 subsection 5A, hirer may also require the owner to sell the goods to any person introduced by the hirer who prepared to buy the goods for cash at the agreed price. So, hirer may introduce any person, okay, then that person must pay in cash. And based on subsection B, upon returning the goods to the owner, if the value of the good is more than the balance outstanding, then hirer is entitled to the difference. So, kalau value tu lebih tinggi daripada balance outstanding of the goods, then hirer is entitled to the difference amount. Okay, so that's all about the statutory rights of hirer. Take note class, this topic is very important, especially in your second assignment later. Okay, thank you.